Hello students, welcome back to our classes. So in our last video, we have completed one question of partnership fundamental, and I hope that you all have solved the questions that is based on that example number 1. Today we are going to start a little further question that is based on interest on capital, that how we will find interest on capital separately if there is any question. So I am going to solve here example number 3. So just check it in your book. Actually, I am solving examples and you will solve questions on the best of these examples. So what is example number 3? A and B are partners in a firm. Their capital accounts showed the balance on 1st April 2015 as 4 lakh and 3 lakh respectively. A and B, you have two partners in the question, A and B, okay, and you have their opening capital on April 1st 2015. What is their capital? 4 lakh and 3 lakh. Their capital is 4 lakh and 3 lakh. One point remind that interest on capital will be always calculated on opening capital. Suppose that if there is closing capital in the question, then first of all you have to find opening capital, then you will calculate interest, okay. So you have opening capital of both partners, that is 4 lakh and 3 lakh, okay. Next, on August 1st 2015 they introduced further capitals of rupees 50,000 and 40,000 respectively. August 1st 2015 they introduced further capital. Further capital means that is additional capital plus 50,000, and B introduced 40,000. This is their additional capital. B withdrew rupees 15,000 from his capital on March 1st 2016. Next transaction, that is on March 1st 2016. B withdrew, it means A did not withdraw anything and B withdrew 15,000 rupees. That is the drawing. Interest is allowed at the rate of 6% per annum on the capital. What you have to do? Your interest on capital, that is at the rate of 6%. Compute interest on capitals for the year ending 31st March 2016. You have to calculate interest on capital on 31st March 2016. So whatever you have to do, that first of all just check that 1st April is the first date when they are introducing new capital. 4 lakh is the capital on 1st April and 3 lakh is the capital of B on 1st April. Next transaction they are doing on 1st August. It means you can say that April to July, because this is August 1st. So April to July, April, May, June and July. 4 months they are using the same capital, 4 lakh and 3 lakh. So first of all we will find interest here on 4 lakh, multiply by 6 upon 100, that is 6%, and for what months? April, May, June, July, that is 4 months. And for B, 3 lakh, multiply by 6%, multiply by 4 months, that is the same time period. So calculate this interest. 4, 3, 12, 3, 2 are 6. It is rupees 8,000. This is the first interest. Same for the B. I am making it easy. You can multiply it. It's up to you that how will you solve the question. It is rupees 6,000. This is the first answer of both partners. Now move on, that on August 1st they are introducing 50,000 and 40,000 additional capital. So what you can say, that on August 1st A's capital is 4 lakh plus 50,000, means total capital on August 1st is 4 lakh 50,000, and A is not doing any transaction after 1st August. So you can say that this 4 lakh 50,000 is for rest of the months. Rest of the months means there are total 12 months. Out of 12 we have calculated interest here for 4 months. So here we will calculate for 8 months. So 4,50,000 multiply by 6 upon 100 multiply by 8 upon 12. This interest will be calculated for 8 months because there is no further transaction, and total months must be 12. 4 months here and 8 months here. It means total 12 months. So calculate this interest. It is 18,000. Same for B. First capital was 3 lakh. He introduced 40,000 more capital. So total capital is now 3,40,000. 6 upon 100, this is the rate of interest. And one more thing, that on March 1st he withdrew 15,000. So first we will calculate the interest till February only, because on March 1st again he is doing something, that is maybe additional capital or withdrawing. So first we will calculate the interest till February. So count from August to February. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It means it is 7 months. So calculate here interest of 7 months only. It will be 11,900. This is for 7 months. After this, on March 1st, B's capital on 1st August, it was 3,40,000. The same capital was running till February, but on March 1st, he withdrew 15,000 from his capital. It means now his capital is 3,25,000. 6% interest, and this is for 1 month, only for March month. So it is 3,250 divided by 2. It is 1,625. Now total all the interest is, that is for A, 8,000 plus 18,000. It means total 26,000 interest is for A. And for B, just calculate the interest. 6,000 plus 11,900 plus 1,625. So your total interest will be 19,525. This is the total interest of B. So this is the method that how we will calculate interest on capital. First of all, just you have to check that the capital that is introducing in the starting of the business, for how many months we are using the same capital. According to this, we will calculate interest. If any partner is withdrawing any money, so we will deduct that capital, we will deduct that money from your capital, like we are doing here for B. So this is the method of calculating interest on capital of partners. This was example number 3. On the basis of this, you can solve your question number 2, question number 3. These are also based on this type of examples. Okay. One more question I am telling you here, that is a little different from this question. That is your example number 4. What is their example number 4? Try to read it. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:1. 3:1. Remind this point. This is their profit sharing ratio. Their capitals at the end of the financial year. Underline this point. Their capitals at the end of the financial year. As I told you that whenever you will calculate interest on capital, so that will be calculated on opening capital. But here in the question, you have given closing capital. 6 lakh and 3 lakh. This is the closing capital of both partners. During the year 2016-17, A's drawing were 80,000 rupees and drawings of B were 40,000 rupees, which had been duly debited to partners' capital account. Profit before charging interest on capital for the year was 80,000. The same had also been credited in their profit sharing ratio. B had brought additional capital of 70,000 on October 1st, 2016. Calculate interest on capital at the rate of 12% per annum for the year 2016-17. What is there? Just I am telling you key terms of this question. First of all, you have given in the question, that is closing capital. Okay, and later on there is drawing in the question of both partners. Profits are also given, and additional capital of one partner, that is also given. These 4 points are given in the question and you have to calculate interest on capital. Okay, so for interest on capital, first you have to calculate opening capital. How we calculate opening capital? You everybody know about balance sheet. In balance sheet, liability side, we show capital less drawings, add profits, add additional capital, then we find closing capital. That is the method of finding closing capital. But here we have to do reverse. Here you have closing capital. So whatever items we are deducting in the balance sheet, that will be added here. Or whatever items that are added in the balance sheet, that will be deducted here. Okay. So first of all, just find the opening capital. Calculation of opening capitals. This capital we will find for both partners. I am making only a very simple format. Just here write particular and here both partners A and B. Okay. So first of all, write here closing capital. What is the amount of closing capital of both partners? 6 lakh and 3 lakh. 6 lakh and 3 lakh. Now the second term, that is drawings. So in balance sheet we deduct drawing from capital. So here we will add drawing in capital. Add drawings. What is the amount of drawings? 80,000 and 40,000. 80,000 and 40,000. So now it is 6 lakh 80,000 and 3 lakh 40,000. Next term is profit. Profit we add in the capital because profits increase our capital. But here we will deduct the profits and amount of profit is 80,000. How you will distribute this 80,000? As we have profit sharing ratio in the question, that is 3:1. So we will deduct here share of profit. 80,000 in 3:1. How we will distribute this 80,000? You can calculate like this. 80,000 multiplied by 3/4. What is the meaning of 3/4? 3 is the part of A and 1 is the part of B. So when we will calculate that share in this 80,000, so this is the method that first we will write the amount of profit, then we will write their shares. Share is 3 as 1. Okay, and that is the denominator. We will write the sum of these shares, means 3 plus 1, that is 4. So we will write denominators 4 in both the partners. Calculate this, it will be 60,000 and 20,000. So 60,000, 20,000, you can write here 60 and 20. 680 minus 60, it is 6 lakh 20,000. 340 minus 20, it is 3 lakh 20,000. This is after profits. And the last point is that B had brought additional capital of 70,000. Only B had brought additional capital. So in the balance sheet we add additional capital because it also increases our capital, but here we have to do reverse, means less additional capital. A is not bringing any additional capital, but B is bringing 70,000 rupees additional capital. So your opening capital is 6 lakh 20,000 and 2 lakh 50,000. This is their opening capital. This is your first part of the question, that how we will find opening capital when closing capital is given in the question. So now find interest on capital of both the partners. You are finding in the question that there is no additional capital of partner A. So just it is easy for partner A. Here write down interest on capital, first of all for A and B. You know that A's opening capital is 6,20,000. There is no additional capital of A. So we will write 6,20,000 multiply by, what is the interest rate? 12%. So 12 upon 100. So just multiply it, 0, 0, 12 to our 24, that is 274. 74,400. This is the interest on capital of partner A. And we will find interest on capital of partner B. So partner B, opening capital of partner B is 2,50,000 and he is introducing additional capital 70,000 on which date? On October 1st, 2016. So what you can say? 2,50,000 multiply by 12% multiply by, for how many months the capital remained 2,50,000? From April to September. Okay, means April, May, June, July, August, September, that is 6 months. Till 6 months his capital was 2,50,000. So just find the interest on 2,50,000 multiply by 12% multiply by 6 upon 12. 12 to 12 cancel, 20 to 20 cancel. So it is 15,000 rupees. 15,000 rupees is the first interest. And second one, 3,20,000 multiply by 12% multiply by, from October to March. Just count from October to March. October, November, December, January, February, March. That is for remaining 6 months. What is the calculation here? It will be 19,200. So now total interest on capital of partner B it is 34,200 rupees. Because during the year or within the year he was introducing additional capital, that's why we have to calculate like this, but he was not bringing any additional capital, so the interest on capital is 74,400. Okay. So it was your example number 4. So in this we have completed 2 examples that was based on interest on capital separately. That how we will find interest on capital when there is additional capital in the question, when there is drawing in the question. So like this is the method of finding interest on capital. And now we will discuss about the capital accounts of a partner. Actually this is based on your questions also. On the basis of these you can solve questions like second question, third question, fourth question. These are based on these examples. So now we will start capital accounts of a partner. That what are the methods of preparing capital accounts? Yes, so capital accounts of a partner. And how partners' capital will increase or how partners' capital will decrease. So there are 2 methods of preparing capital accounts. What are the 2 methods? Fixed capital method and the second one is fluctuating capital method. These are the 2 methods of preparing capital accounts of partners. Fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method. What we do in fixed capital method, we will prepare 2 accounts. What are the 2 accounts? Capital accounts and current accounts. Whenever a partnership firm is going to follow fixed capital method, then it will prepare 2 accounts, that is capital account and current account. But in fluctuating capital method, we will prepare only 1 account and that will be capital account. Okay. Now see that what is the difference between these accounts, or what are the items that we will show in these accounts. When we have to prepare these two accounts, then in capital account we will show only 4 items. What are the 4 items? Opening balance, closing balance, additional capital, or drawings. Drawings that is done against capital, means you can say that there is a huge amount of drawing, then we will show in capital account. Suppose that if there is 500 rupees, 1000 rupees drawing, then we will show in current account. By the names you can see, you can clear that current account means all the current items will be shown in current account and all the fixed item will be shown in capital account. In simple words, you can say that suppose that if there is no additional capital in the question, there is no drawing in the question, then your opening capital will be constant till the end of the year. So that is capital account, and all the items like salary, interest on capital, interest on drawings, any commission, this type of current items, these current items will be shown in current account. So this is when we are going to follow fixed capital method, and if any firm is going to follow fluctuating capital method, then all the items will be shown in this account, whether that is of fixed nature or current nature. Okay, means opening balances, closing balances, additional capital, drawing, salary, interest on capital, interest on drawing, commissions, all items we will show in fluctuating capital method, that is capital account. Okay, just let's back format that how we will show. So first of all, I am making account according to fixed capital method. Suppose that we are preparing capital account. So how will you make format? That is date, particular, amount column we will prepare according to partners. Suppose that there are 2 partners, then we will make 2 column of amount. If there are 3 partners, then we will make 3 columns of amount. Okay, so I am just making according to 2 partners. Again then date, particular and 2 partners. This will be the format. First we will prepare like date, particular. Suppose that there are 2 partners that are A or B. So this is A or B. Then again date, particular, A and B. This type of format we will prepare in this. So capital account, I think everybody can tell me about this, that capital accounts balance will be opening balance will be debit or credit. Capital accounts are ever shown in the liability side, it means its opening balances will be credit. So here we will write by balance BD. This is the opening balance. But here is also a main difference. Suppose that a firm is going continue from 5 years. So whenever a firm is going continue for 5 years, so that in that condition it will be by balance BD. But if any firm is starting its business on 1st April by introducing capital of 5 lakh or 3 lakh, whatever, so in that condition it will be by bank, because whenever you are introducing new capital, so in that condition journal entry is passed, that is cash account debit to capital account. But this is a huge amount of capital, so we will pass entry, that is bank account debit to capital account. So in that condition we will write here by bank. But I am writing here according to balances by balance BD. This is the opening balance of both partners. Here will be date, that is the opening date. In debit side we will show closing balance, that is to balance CD. Okay, this will be closing balance of partners, closing balance of capitals. If any partner is introducing new capital, that is additional capital, so we will write here, that is by additional capital. Additional capital we will write here by bank. In bracket you can write like additional capital. Just we will write by bank additional capital. This will be, and in the debit side we will show drawings. Drawings we will show in the debit side, that will also be shown to bank account. And in bracket you can write drawings. So like this way we will prepare capital account in the condition of fixed capital method. And current account will also be prepared in the same way, but in that account we will show like salary, commission, interest on capitals. That are the items that is given in the question. If there is opening or closing balance in the question of current account, that we will show. But one more thing, that current account may have debit balance or credit balance. There is no any fixed balance that it will always have credit balance. No. Current account may have debit balance also and credit balance also. That will be given in the question. According to that we will solve it. And fluctuating capital method. According to this method we will prepare format in the next video. Just now understand about only fixed capital method, that in this method we have to prepare two accounts, that are capital account and current account. In capital account we will show only 4 items, that will be opening capital, closing capital, additional capital or drawings against capital. Or in current account we will show all current items, that are salary, commission, interest on capital, interest on drawing or any other items. Okay. So in next video we will start about fluctuating capital method and question regarding these methods. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much.